Mr Mark Pearson.
Thank you, Mr President. My question, without notice, is the Honourable Noel Blair, Minister for Primary Industries, Regional Water, Trade and Industry. Recently published leaked extracts from the Exercise Sheepcatcher 2 quote-unquote report commissioned by government and industry partners disclosed systemic failures with Australia's sheep and goat meat industry's mob-based tracing system. The report documented serious concerns about the ability to trace endemic disease outbreaks such as anthrax and foot and mouth disease back to the originating farm. Can the Minister advise what steps are being taken to address the findings in this report? Thank you.
Mr President, I thank the member for his question, and always dubious when I hear the words leaked report, especially coming from the honourable member, who probably would see that as a badge of honour if he had received something like that, considering some of his exploits prior to joining us here in the chamber, Mr President. His bit of covert operation is something that the member is certainly proud of with his. I think so. No, he takes it absolutely as a compliment. I would not be reflecting on music to his ears. We feed off each other. He needs me, I need him. Our constituents are all. It's like the yin and the yang, Mr President. It's like the North and the South Pole. It's like... I'll stop there, Mr President. Mr President, one thing that I will say, Mr President, is that what we certainly do want here in New South Wales is to continue with the mob-based system, Mr President, because unlike those in Victoria, we're not going to head down to the path where they're advocating for ear tagging, and particularly electric ear tagging for particularly their sheep in Victoria. Even though the Victorian Minister has made many offers to me on numerous occasions that we could participate with them, it is the position of the New South Wales government to continue on with that mob-based system. We believe that it is a different scenario here in New South Wales in comparison to Victoria, particularly because of the size of the impact that electronic ear tags would have on now our sheep producers here in New South Wales, Mr President. So in relation to some of the exercises that we carry out to continue making sure that we do have traceability with that mob-based system, we're always conducting those and then also reviewing once we do those exercises, Mr President, to make sure that if there are any issues identified with those systems, that we're able to address them, because we take biosecurity here in New South Wales very seriously, and many members were involved in the changes to legislation that we all put through this House in 2015 in relation to biosecurity. We believe that the mob-based approach is the way to go here in New South Wales. We'll continue to do those exercises with multiple agencies to test those systems, and we continue, once we've done those exercises, to report on those findings and see what we've learnt from them to make improvements to the system. Because, Mr President, that's just good practice, that's good systems management, and we also need to make sure that we have the confidence in the systems that we have, especially when it comes to biosecurity, because it is such an important sector to the New South Wales economy. And I know, but my opposite number on the other side of the chamber, being a former shearer himself, would certainly support me in the contribution that our sheep meat and our wool producers provide to New South Wales communities. It's a shame that no one else on his side has ventured out past the sandstone curtain and seen the impact that it has on our communities. So, Mr President, we are continually looking at these systems and these exercises that we do. If we identify areas of improvement, I'm sure that's something that our agencies have in hand, and that gives me the confidence to still advocate for the mob-based system that we have here in New South Wales.
Mr President.